It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From Armstrong Memorial Park in Ewing Township, this is the Trentonian pregame show on the WBCB Sports Network. Tonight's CVC softball tournament doubleheader is brought to you by the following sponsors: Kessel Dermatology, Capital Health System, Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, New Jersey Education Association, Mercer County Republicans, Trenton Thunder, Italian People's Bakery, Haldeman Ford, the Trentonian, Hyundai of Trenton, Jammer Doors, the New Jersey Education Association, Hyundai of the Trentonian, Soul Funeral Homes, Haldeman Ford, Mako of Ewing, and Notre Dame High School. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in to the WBCB Sports Network. We are down to the Final Four in the 2025 Colonial Valley Conference Softball Tournament, and our doubleheader action tonight in the semifinals kicks off with the number 2 seeded Robbinsville Ravens taking on the number 3 seeded Notre Dame Irish. Andrew Myers alongside Ethan Collins. Ethan, first Colonial Valley Conference tournament now after the MCTs dissolved, and we got two pretty exciting matchups today, kicking off here with the Ravens and the Irish.
For sure, heavy hitters for certain, and they're all looking to try to be a part of the higher parts of the bracket here, getting into the winner's side.
As the national anthem rolls on here at Armstrong Memorial Park, we'll kick on with our pregame show here, tell you a little bit about this matchup between Robbinsville and Notre Dame. Two teams with first-year head coaches getting into the semifinal of the conference tournament. Pretty decent run for first-year head coaches. Carly Pedito and Dave Boehm for Robbinsville, co-head coaches for the Ravens this season, leading the Ravens to a 16-5 record coming into today's semifinal. And as for the Notre Dame Irish under first-year head coach Mike McQuarrie, they are 10-7. 7-3 in the CVC this season, and looking to make it to another conference final, or I guess first conference final, I should say, in this CVC tournament. And we got a pretty decent pitching matchup for you today. It's the two aces of the Stavs. Might not be a lot of runs between these two teams today, as Bianca Pesch is on the mound for Notre Dame, and the home team, Robbinsville Ravens, will be headlined by junior pitcher Lexi Lopez, two pitchers who have been just absolutely phenomenal this season for their respective teams. We'll start out with Lexi Lopez for Robbinsville. Lopez with a 2.04 ERA this season, 180 strikeouts to 66 walks. She's thrown 227 of the 140 innings pitched this season for the Robbinsville Ravens, and she will once again get the nod today as the Ravens try to get into the first ever Colonial Valley Conference tournament final. And as for Notre Dame, they'll have Bianca Pesch on the bump, the senior, with a very impressive 1.51 ERA this season. Not a ton of strikeouts for Pesch this year, 55 compared to just 19 walks, but she certainly limited the damage against opponents this season and against the CVC as well. Notre Dame coming in with a 7-3 record in conference play, 8-2 record for the Robbinsville Ravens. But somebody's going to have to go down today, as we'll get our first of two semifinalists for the CVC finals coming up tomorrow night right here at Armstrong Park.
Absolutely, and it's exciting. You get to see all four of these teams, right? You'll get to see who exactly is going to be going head-to-head tomorrow. Going to be a good showing of pretty much the top of these teams, you know?
Yeah, top four seeds of this tournament making it through. All four of them got byes with just 12 teams in the tournament in the CVC softball this season. So those four teams only having one tournament win under their belts, but they made it here, won their quarterfinal matchups, and now they're one win away from making it to the final. And first pitch swinging, ground ball up the middle, base knock for a hit is Isabella Mayer. And just like that, Notre Dame is in business in the top of the first. One pitch, one hit, one base runner.
First pitch swing on the first inning is that's confidence right there. In a semifinals match, that's the kind of energy you want to see on a Notre Dame team right now.
And why not some confidence from the freshman Isabella Mayer coming into this game with a .356 batting average. bunt attempt now for Riley Cunningham in the 2 spot, the right fielder for Notre Dame, but she bunts it foul.
Yeah, opting to move the runner there. Again, it might be kind of a low-scoring game here, so opting for a sacrifice bunt. Not the worst play in the world. Just try to get somebody in scoring position as soon as possible.
Again, showing bunt is Cunningham. This time she gets it down in fair territory. Coming up to make the play is the first baseman, Abby Weiss. And she fires at the first to get Cunningham, but job done by the Irish right fielder as she advances Mayer to second base on the sac bunt.
An early lead, too, would be very, very fortunate for this team. We'll have to see if we can carry this momentum.
Addison Louderback now stepping in from the left side of the plate. Louderback, the center fielder for Notre Dame today. Takes a 1-0 strike at the knees. 3-man umpiring crew today for the conference semifinals.
Only the best. Make sure the calls are on point here. This is really starting to get all or nothing, you know what I mean?
Little room for error for everybody involved today, both teams and the officiating crew, as Louderback takes that one for a strike and the count runs 2-2. Lexi Lopez trying to settle in after giving up that first pitch leadoff single. And just staying alive is Louderback. She fouls it back.
Showing contact here. Maybe starting to get a beat on it. But it's not an easy pitcher to go up against right now.
Lopez delivers. That one just misses outside. Almost everybody on Robbinsville's side wanted that call. Thought it was strike 3.
Just barely not going around. At least from my end, that's what I saw. Good discipline there.
Count runs full to Louderback, and she stays alive. Louderback leading Notre Dame in hitting this season, a .455 hitter. Notre Dame has a team hitting .328 through their 17 games. 10-7 overall record for the Irish. This one put in play through past the shortstop, Amoroso. Rounding third base and coming in to score is Isabella Mayer as it goes all the way to the fence. And Notre Dame wasting no time getting on the board here. It's an RBI knock from from Addison Louderback as she wins the battle. And it's 1-0 Notre Dame.
Only one out, too. This inning is far from over. Especially with another runner on second now, too.
Hard hit ball by Louderback to the left side. I'm not sure if the runner kind of fooled Amoroso a bit there or distracted her. It wasn't hit right to her, but looked like a playable ball from our angle, but gets past her and then goes all the way to the fence. A lot of juice on that ball. On a grounder to get through. And Notre Dame takes an early lead as now Madalena Creo steps in. Addison Louderback with her 20th RBI of the season, extending her team lead. This one popped up into the parking lot. Look out.
I parked far away. I figured that these weren't going to be light hits, you know.
Yeah, you got to be careful parking here at Armstrong Park with not just one field surrounding the parking lot. We got 4 or 5 around here. This one poked in the right center field. It's going to couple hop the fence and get picked up by the center fielder Canuso. Rounding into second base is Creo as Louderback comes in to score. Back-to-back RBI hits for Notre Dame, and they lead it 2-0.
Just a monster start here, keeping this momentum going. We're in the same situation as we were in the last at-bat, you know. Runner on second, 1 out. These opportunities, they keep showing themselves.
Tulene Ali, the catcher for Robbinsville, heading out to the mound, trying to calm down Lexi Lopez a bit. She fires in a first pitch ball to her opposing pitcher, Bianca Pesch. And Pesch got to be feeling good about her opportunity on the mound today with already an early lead before she even gets into the circle. And she still has a chance to help out her cause here in the first with a runner in scoring position. That's Creo after her RBI double. 2-0 Notre Dame early on. Now 3 straight balls issued by Lexi Lopez.
Worried a little bit of nerves are starting to show on the Ravens side here.
And starting to unravel a bit early for Robbinsville. There's Allen in there for strike, taken by Bianca Pesh. Pesh, a .422 hitter this year and 45 at-bats. She takes ball 4. 3 straight hitters have reached base for Notre Dame. 4 of 5 in this first inning, and still just 1 away for Robbinsville defensively. 2 on now for Grayson and Tazowicz, the catcher.
Maybe looking for a double play opportunity here.
The Ravens could certainly use it. The entire infield playing in.
Oh, yeah.
And Tazowicz off the end of the bat. Nice backhanded play at short. And Amoroso will go the short way to third with it. Heck of a play by Jules Amoroso at shortstop.
Massive slide to catch that bouncing grounder there. Getting it to third in time. Not quite the double play that you'd be dreaming of, but hey. Steps one step closer to ending this inning.
Yeah, Robbinsville will certainly take that after 3 straight batters reach base. And a heads-up play defensively by the shortstop, Jules Amoroso. And she takes away a hit and probably an RBI from Grayson and Tazowicz. And Tazowicz at first now. Bianca Pesh at second after Creo was retired on the fielder's choice. And it's a 2-0 count to Kayla Delahanty, the third baseman. 7th batter of the inning for Notre Dame.
Working through this lineup here.
Lopez battles back with a strike, 2-1. And that one fouled down the third base line off the bat of Delahanty. The count's even at 2. 2 away in the top of the first, already a 2-0 lead for Notre Dame. Lexi Lopez and Robbinsville trying to keep it there. 2-2 off speed to short again. This one a little bit of an easier play for Amoroso. And she fires it across the diamond to first in time for the third out of the inning. But not before Notre Dame blitzes Robbinsville and pitcher Lexi Lopez. They probably would have wanted more, but they grab 2 in the top of the first inning as the Irish take a lead as we head to the bottom of the first. Robbinsville coming up to bat for the first time today. Stick with us here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. 1490 WBCB Levitan and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
The best team in Mercer County is the Mercer County Republican team supporting the student athletes in tonight's game. Your official candidates for the 14th District are Marty Flynn and Joe Stillwell for State Assembly, Shaolin Brown for County Clerk, for County Commissioners A.J. DeFalco and Dan Hanley, and for Hamilton Township Council vote for Sean Lucas, Rich Balgowin, and Noah Barnez. This is the team that supports the youth of Mercer County, and hope that you enjoy tonight's game. Proceeding paid for by the Mercer County Republicans. Bottom of the first inning, 2-0 lead for Notre Dame over Robbinsville. Game 1, semifinal number 1 of the Colonial Valley Conference softball tournament. And Jules Amoroso takes the first pitch ball from Bianca Pesh, the senior in the circle for Notre Dame, already working with a 2-0 lead. This one poked into left field, base knock. And Amoroso and Robbinsville starts things off similarly to Notre Dame did in the top of the first. Leadoff batter is aboard.
Definitely looking very reminiscent here, but I'm wondering if they're going to play it the same way, Second batter comes up. I wonder if we're going to see a sack bunt play, or if maybe we got a different sort of more ambitious game plan in mind.
Yeah, no reason for Robbinsville to panic now so way early. And I understand it's easy to kind of get down after you allow 2 runs in the top of the first inning, but got to remember you haven't even gotten up to bat yourself yet. So
for sure,
Robbinsville, especially with the way they've been playing, can easily put 2 runs of their own up on the board in the first.
Yeah, and it was definitely off the back of very safe play. Was the is that 2-0 lead? Opted for that bunt, taking the trade where you can find it, and just well placed swings. Very good, very lot of discipline, I would say. You got to kind of match that if you're the Ravens here.
0-2 misses high to Katie Murphy, second baseman for Robbinsville today. Bianca Pesch coming off a 7-strikeout performance in the quarterfinals against the West Windsor-Plainsboro United squad.
A lot of foul connects here coming out. Swinging for the fences a little bit.
Count remains 1-2 to Murphy. And this one poked look out toward us, off the fence and between a couple of gentlemen down here in the left field line.
You're going to give me a haircut. Came soaring straight over my head there.
We're perched down here along the third base line. Now right where the infield cuts off into the outfield on the left side. Another foul ball off the bat of Katie Murphy. She's really battling here.
Hey, if you're going to swing, make contact, right? It's the least you can do. Especially when you're staring down 2 strikes here.
Saw Addison Louderback for Notre Dame have a 9-pitch at-bat in the top of the first inning. It resulted in an RBI double for her. 7th pitch of the AB coming now from Pesch to Katie Murphy. Swing and a miss. It'll be the final one of the at-bat as Pesch puts Murphy in the book for a strikeout, first out of the inning.
Taking that many pitches to get that strikeout, though. Definitely a little unfortunate. It wasn't for nothing.
Yeah, hopefully the Ravens behind Murphy in the lineup saw a little bit from Pesch in that at-bat.
Getting a beat on the way that these pitchers like to do it. Very important. Very important in a game that's going to wind up being, again, likely very low scoring.
Talene Ali at the plate now for Robbinsville, the catcher. Ali hitting nearly 400 this season. She has 6 homers. Certainly a threat to put the ball in play anywhere on the field or out of the field with those 6 homers.
For sure.
Two-one. Another one popped up behind the plate. It's the Robbinsville hitters staying early on these Pesch pitches. 2-2 counts. Ali one away with 1 on. And Ali puts this one in play up the middle, base knock. Second hit of the inning for Robbinsville. And the Ravens threatening in the bottom half of the first inning, 2 on with 1 away. And their cleanup hitter and pitcher, Alexi Lopez, coming to the plate.
A big opportunity here.
Lopez a chance to help out her cause. Leading the team with a .426 batting average coming into today's game.
A lot of strong averages coming out of this Ravens team right now.
Yeah, both these teams very good hitting-wise. .328 average for Notre Dame as a team. .308 average for Robbinsville. This one popped up left center field, long run, and it's going to get between Creo and Louderback and go to the fence. 1 run comes in to score. They'll hold up Ali at third. It's an RBI double off the bat, Alexi Lopez, and Robbinsville strikes back. It's 2-1.
Unflinching. This is Ravens team, Not opting for none of that sack bunt nonsense, you know. If we got hitters, swing for it. And look at what you got for it.
3 hits in 4 at-bats.
I'm starting to like those odds, and now at 2-1.
Jordan Grodzki coming to bat now. She swings at the first pitch. It's a blooper. Tracking back and making the catch on the run is Isabella Mayer, the second baseman. Huge out number 2 for Pesh and Notre Dame. As she puts Grodzki away with 1 pitch, and now Abby Weiss comes in. 2 in scoring position. 2 down for Robbinsville.
Yeah, even a grounder does it here. He plays well.
Weiss swings at the first pitch. She gets one on the ground, but it's to the shortstop, Kakuza, and she fires it across the diamond to first in time to end the bottom of the first inning. Robbinsville strains a couple in scoring position. They do get one across, though, to cut the lead in half. 2-1, Notre Dame leads through 1 here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, President of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
Thunder Baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, Tuesdays kids eat free, Wednesday dollar dog nights, Thirsty Thursdays, and pork roll Fridays throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Today's game is also brought to you by the Italian People's Bakery, who's proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. And also drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg, the Italian People's Bakery, since 1936. Second inning, Notre Dame leading Robbinsville 2-1, semifinal number 1 in the Colonial Valley Conference softball tournament. 8-9-1 hitters coming up for the Irish. And a Hughes leads things off. 1-1 the count to her.
It's kind of funny. 2-1 Notre Dame was the final score of last year's set that they played, or game that they played. That was the final score. Now here we are, second inning, matching that score now.
Yeah, these two teams met in the last 2 Mercer County tournament finals in 2023 and 2024. This one, slow roller to the right side, or the left side of the infield, picked up by the shortstop Amoroso, and she gets it across in time for the out and retires Hughes. Both those games ending in a 2-1 win for Notre Dame. Last 2 MCT finals, so Robbinsville certainly has some revenge on the mind today. Not a final, but a win to get into the CVC final against a team that's been giving Robbinsville fits over the last couple of seasons.
For sure, and off of such tight scoring, right? You got to imagine now's the opportunity to prove that you got something here.
Off the end of the bat, right back to the circle, picked up by Lopez. And she puts it to first in time for round number 2, retiring Jenna Kakuza.
Stark contrast to the first inning here. Quick shutdowns.
And Notre Dame bringing 7 to the plate in the first inning. 5 of them reach base. And Isabella Mayer, the leadoff hitter, who swung at the first pitch and drove it into the outfield for a leadoff single in the top of the first.
It really
up to bat again.
Really kind of got a start to the party there. Now, though, arriving kind of late to it with 2 outs on the board.
1-1 the count to Mayer. She drives this one down the left field line. It's going to hook foul, though. Abby Weiss gave it a look.
Wind's starting to pick up a bit here. Blowing towards us. Might be tipping that ball into foul range a little bit more than they would like.
1-2 off speed. And Lopez gets Mayer to swing through it for strike 3. And how about a 1-2-3 inning for Lexi Lopez and Robbinsville in the top of the second after they allowed 2 runs in the top of the first inning against Notre Dame. 2-1 lead for the Irish. Middle of the second inning here on the WBCB Sports Network. Haldeman Ford celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community. On Route 33 in Hamilton Township, it's Haldeman Ford. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford has it all. New and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks. Haldeman Ford has a great variety of EV vehicles as well. Haldeman Ford services all makes and models and is known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. And coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. Bottom of the second, Robbinsville getting their second at-bats here. Bottom 3 in the order coming to bat for Robbinsville. Aubrey Sager leads off, the first baseman. Robbinsville got 3 of their first 4 batters in the bottom of the first on base. Leadoff single from Jules Amoroso. She came around to score on the RBI double from Lexi Lopez, and Talene Ali had a single sandwiched in between that. One the count to Sager. Sager hitting .311 this season. 16 of her 19 hits are singles.
That's consistency right there. You want to talk about consistency. All these balls getting tipped pretty high up into foul territory. You got to wonder if they're not realizing pitching, throwing the ball kind of a little higher than normal here.
1-2, swing and a miss, and that's a high pitch there that Sager chases out of the zone for strike 3. Second strikeout for Bianca Pesch.
Yeah, trying to get a beat on it, doesn't quite find it. Add another strikeout to that long list.
Caroline Cap for her, getting her first plate appearance today. She takes the first pitch just a bit low, not a bad spot from Pesch. And Ethan, you talked about the wind. Could be interesting on a couple of fly balls here today with those gusts coming in at random moments. Got to keep an eye on it. Cap for her takes ball 2. A big hack from Cap for her on the 2-0.
Again, pitching's just been so strong right now. The second inning, starting to get a little bit more into the rhythm of it. A little bit more warmed up.
Well, Pesch only threw 5 innings last time out in that quarterfinal win for Notre Dame against the West Windsor Plainsboro United team. 11-0 win for Notre Dame in that one. Pesch allowed 2 hits, struck out 7, walked 4. Count full to Cap for her. Pitch delivered, pop up, left side. Calling everybody off is the shortstop Kakuza. And she makes the catch for out number 2.
Center fielder number 13, Lucy.
Again, these innings are, it's like mirrors, man. 2 up, 2 out. Happened at the top as well. Starting to wonder if they're copying off each other's homework.
Showing bunt, unable to get it down, is Lucy Canuso. Yeah, almost identical both innings for both these pitchers. 2-run score for Notre Dame on 7 batters coming to the plate in the top of the first. 1 run with 6 batters coming up for Robbinsville. Swing and a miss from Canuso. She's down 0-2, and now Lexi Lopez had a 1-2-3 top of the second. Bianca Pesh trying to follow suit in the bottom half as she's 1 strike away from doing so. Ahead 0-2. Big gust of wind is picking up some of the infield dirt, but Pesh is going to fire it in anyway, and staying alive is Canuso, and she fouls it back.
Yeah, looking to show something here. But the count far from her favor.
Good take from Canuso as that one just misses low and outside. And again, Canuso will stay alive as she gets that one off the end of the bat, foul out of play.
Fighting back as best she can right now.
1-2 put in play. It's a humpback pop-up to second base and caught pretty easily by Isabella Mayer for the final out of the second. Both pitchers trading 1-2-3 innings in the second through 2 in semifinal number 1 of the CVC softball tournament. Notre Dame 2, Robbinsville 1. Today's game is brought to you by Hyundai of Trenton. Car buying made simple at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Over 100 new Hyundai models from Elantras and Sonatas to SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, and Palisade, including hybrid models. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory, including a huge selection of pre-owned certified vehicles. No market adjustments on any car in stock. Got an extra $1,000 rebate trade-in toward any new vehicle. Hyundai of Trenton will buy your vehicle even if you don't purchase a car. Hyundai of Trenton, car buy made simple in the area's fastest growing dealership at 1655 North Olden Avenue, Ewing Township. Riley Cunningham leads off the top of the third inning for Notre Dame, and she takes a hack at that 0-1 pitch right back into the circle. It's a pop-up caught by the pitcher Lexi Lopez. Cunningham retired for the first out of the inning. 5 straight retired now by Lexi Lopez. And now Addison Louderback, who got the scoring started with her RBI double in the top of the first, coming to bat for the second time.
Trying to break this theme here. You know, these scores matching old games, these innings basically going back to back here. Looking for something to try to break the mold.
2-1 popped up behind us on the third base side. It's going to get out of play.
Should have brought my helmet.
Yeah, you might need it.
You gotta watch out. Or at least an umbrella. That being said, I probably would get picked up and blown away.
2-1 misses high to Louderback. And I don't think it'd quite be a Mary Poppins type of go away. Nice and easy. You'd be going all over the place even.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think it'd like the trip back down either.
3-1 catches the zone. Count runs full to Louderback. She had a full count against her in her first at-bat. Was able to put it in play for an RBI single. This time back in play, but snagged out of thin air by the pitcher Lopez. Quick reflexes from the Robbinsville starter.
You know, you always say good eye when you're talking about the batter, but you got to have some kind of crazy eye to be able to see that ball coming your way after that hit. Just snaps to it. Barely even moves. Just moves the hand.
Tight quarters in that pitching circle, but Lexi Lopez able to field her position well. She cleanly makes the play to retire Louderback. 2 away now for Madalena Creo.
all of a sudden. That steamroll opener in the first inning is looking hard to find.
Way early on that pitch is Creo. Swings through it for strike one. 1-1 the count. Creo and RBI double her first time up. Again, she's way out in front of the off speed from Lexi Lopez.
Just finding herself getting mixed up. Well-placed pitching right now.
Lopez settling in, looking for her second straight 1-2-3 inning. She's heading the count 1-2 on Creo. Creo off the end of the bat to first, a couple of bounces and an easy play for the first baseman Aubrey Sager as she takes it to the bag herself to retire the side. 7 straight retired by Lexi Lopez as the Robbinsville pitcher starting to settle in after allowing 2 runs in the top of the first. We head to the bottom of the third, 2-1 lead for Notre Dame over Robbinsville.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Tonight's game brought to you by Jammer Doors and Windows, which is a 5th-generation local family-owned business since 1920, offering Rainer garage doors and openers, the finest garage doors and openers. Jammer also carries entry doors, patio doors, and windows, sales and service, and installation. And Jammer Doors and Windows does their own installation using no subcontractors, which means fair prices and more pride in their work, both residential and commercial sales and service. Visit Jammer Doors and Windows at their showroom at 2850 Brunswick Avenue, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville, or their Yardley showroom in the Gristmill at 10 North Main Street is open by appointment. Call 215-493-7709. That's 215-493-7709. Bottom of the third, 2-1 lead for Notre Dame over Robbinsville, CVC softball semifinal. Top of the order due up for the Ravens as Jules Amoroso steps in. 2-0 the count to her. And she takes another one high for ball 3.
Letting up a walk here might actually prove to sort of shake up the opportunity or the lack of opportunities that we've seen so far.
3-0 taken all the way is Amoroso, and Pesh delivers a 4-pitch walk to lead off the bottom of the third.
That's a runner on, but gonna have to find a hit of some kind to get any mileage out of it.
First pitch swinging is Katie Murphy, way ahead of that off-speed pitch. Swings through it for strike 1. Well, this top of the order for Robbinsville got it done in the bottom of the first. Amoroso, Ali, and Lopez, 3 of the first 4 batters, were able to get on base, but this one popped up and caught by the third baseman, Kayla Delahanty, as the sacrifice bunt attempt by Katie Murphy is snuffed out.
Yeah, couldn't get it to reach the dirt there. Unfortunate angle on that bunt. I like the idea. Now, we've seen it successful even earlier in this game.
First pitch ball taken by Talene Ali. 1 away, 1 on in the bottom of the third. And that's the last thing you want to see if you're a coach, putting on the bunt sign there, and then you see the batter make contact and it goes straight up in the air instead of on the ground.
Went vertical.
Dave Bain, one of the 2 co-head coaches for Robbinsville, over here coaching on the third base side. Carly Pedito, the other co-head coach for Robbinsville. Ali fouls it back, 1-2 the count. That one in the dirt. Runner takes off. Throw down to second base is not in time, as even with Amoroso over-slotting the second base back, she's able to stay on it.
Hey, you know, maybe you want something done right. Maybe you got to do it yourself. just takes a bag there. Finds that opportunity, massive opportunity there.
The Ravens were hoping Amoroso will get to second base on a sacrifice bunt, but Murphy pops out to third base on the sacrifice bunt attempt, and Amoroso still gets to second base a couple pitches later on the stolen base. So she's in scoring position, 2-2 the count to Talene Ali. Bianca Pesh delivers, swing and a miss. Puts down Ali. Big strikeout for out number 2.
Not a lot of room to breathe here, but still an opportunity that you're looking for.
Now the pitcher, Lexi Lopez, who drove in the only run of the game so far for Robbinsville with an RBI double in the first, getting another chance to help her cause. She takes the first pitch strike. Both these pitchers talented two-way players.
Yeah, rare you get to see your pitcher be able to hit so effectively, right? But Lexi, the reason why they're on the board here.
Foul tip into the mitt of the catcher, Grayson Antazowicz for strike 2. Lopez behind on Pesh. 1-2 the count on the battle of the pitchers. Pesh delivers. This one poked. Fair ball down the third baseline, and that's going to tie this game up. Amoroso comes around to score. Lexi Lopez strides into second base standing, and she is hyped up as she drives in a second run of the game, and we're knotted up at 2.
I mean, it went straight down the line there. Blue had to get out of the way.
Courtesy runner at second base for Lopez, number 10, Izzy Gale.
It looks like the third base umpire having some words with the Notre Dame fans here as well. It certainly looked fair from our angle.
No, for sure, but somebody has something to say.
24, Jordan Grodzki.
Second RBI double off the bat at Lexi Lopez. And now Jordan Grodzki steps in. She swings the first pitch for a strike. Third base umpire got to dance out of the way of that one.
Yeah, for sure.
That one poked foul down the first baseline. And it's also the home plate umpire's call there on shots like that down the line. So
yeah,
if you're going to have a gripe with anybody, it's the home plate umpire, not the third base umpire.
Who are you really arguing with, right? Come on now.
0-2 the count to Jordan Grodzki. Bianca Pesh delivers. This one driven into center field. Tracking back is Louderback, and she will make the catch to retire the side, but not before Robbinsville ties things up at 2. It's another RBI double off the bat of pitcher Lexi Lopez. And it's a 2-2 ball game through 3 in semifinal number 1 of the Colonial Valley Conference softball tournament. Stick with us after this quick break on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing.
Thunder Baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. Post-game fireworks nights, Tuesdays kids eat free, Wednesday Dollar Dog nights, Thursdays, and Pork Roll Fridays return throughout the season. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com, or call 609-394-3300. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Fourth inning of action here at Armstrong Park. Alongside Ethan Collins, I'm Andrew Myers. Semifinal number 1 of the CVC softball tournament. And it's a 2-2 ball game through 3. It's Lexi Lopez, the pitcher for Robbinsville, tying the game up in the bottom of the third with their second RBI double of the day.
Yeah, as we're reaching the midpoint here, it has been nothing short of a dead heat Especially now, score tied up even. Got to have an opportunity to answer back here, though, is the Irish.
Lopez behind in the count, 3-1 against her pitching counterpart, Bianca Pesh. Pesh puts it right back up the middle, snagged down by Lopez, and she chucks it the first in time for out number 1.
I made a comment about nerves earlier on in the first inning. I should never have said anything. Lexi Lopez is cool as ice right now.
Lopez has certainly calmed down after she allowed 4 of the first 5 batters she faced to reach base safely. Back in the top of the first inning, it was a 2-run first inning for Notre Dame, but they've seen that lead diminish now.
Yeah, definitely trying to prove it was a little bit of a fluke there. Now we're in the rhythm.
Grayson Antozowicz at the plate with 1 away. 2-0 the count to her. So Lopez really finding her groove now. She's retired 8 straight. This one, a pop-up's going to get out of play down the first base line. We mentioned these two teams meeting in the last 2 Mercer County tournament finals, both 2-1 wins for Notre Dame. They did have a matchup in the regular season earlier this year, way back on April 8th. And it was a 10-0 win for Notre Dame in that one.
That's a far cry from what we're seeing today.
Absolutely. Certainly not a regular occurrence, a 10-run loss for Robbinsville this year. So that one taken high, ball 4, and Antozowicz is aboard with a 1-out walk. As Lopez's streak of 7 straight batters retired, 8 straight batters retired.
Still nothing to turn up your nose. Turn up your nose at, right? Like 8 straight, kept 2 innings, just absolutely shut down. Literally making the opportunities to get the score even up there, and she also got the run to get the second score in.
Mia DeBerry into courtesy run for the catcher Antozowicz at first base. DeBerry with 4 stolen bases this year. 2-0 count to Kayla Delahanty, and now time is called as co-head coach Dave Boehm is going to head out to have a word with Lexi Lopez. Today's game brought to you by the Italian People's Bakery, who's proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg, the Italian People's Bakery since 1936. 2-0 pitch misses to Kayla Delahanty. Third 3-ball count of the inning for Lopez, and this the third batter of the inning. And she delivers ball 4, back-to-back walks from the Robbinsville pitcher. And now 2 on with 1 in scoring position for Notre Dame.
Yeah, maybe you got to start sweating a little bit here.
It is the bottom of the lineup for Notre Dame, though, as the 8-hole hitter, first baseman Anna Hughes, steps in. Grounded out to shortstop her first time up. But it won't matter if Lopez can't put pitches in the zone.
Yeah, right?
Starting to lose her control a bit here. Back-to-back walks, and she issues a first pitch ball to Hughes.
Dugout's getting loud, too.
That one catches the bottom of the zone on Hughes. 1-1 the count.
Finally putting a strike on the board.
1-1 taken low for a ball. Jenica Kuza waits on deck. And one the Irish love to flip the lineup after her as leadoff hitter Isabella Mayer,
For sure.
is waiting in the hole. Another ball delivered by Lopez. And it's now 3-1. The back-to-back walks issued by the Robbinsville pitcher. Notre Dame dugout staying loud. 3-1, fouled back by Hughes, and we'll get a payoff pitch coming.
Yeah, this is it right here. That batting order rotates around after this. Well, it winds up being a hit. Things could get real ugly. Worst case scenario, it loads up the bases.
Full count to Hughes. Pitch taken high, ball 4. That's 3 consecutive walks issued by Lexi Lopez as she walks the bases loaded. And now Jenna Kakuza gets a chance to hit with 3 on.
Now, I mean, you thought you were sweating before. Now this is a massive opportunity for the Irish here.
Yeah, no room for error now for Lexi Lopez. She's got to fire strikes into the zone here and make the Irish take some hacks.
Beginning to worry that I'm starting to see how that one game ended up being 10-0. This is a fast way to a high-scoring game, that's for sure.
Kakuza takes the first pitch ball, and if I'm the Notre Dame hitters, I'm taking until I see 2 strikes, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to prove or make Lopez prove that she can give you something to hit. Entire infield in for Robbinsville, trying to prevent a run from coming in. 1-0 fired in for a strike from Lopez. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Jenna Kakuza. She had a hot shot back to the circle. It was snagged down by Lopez her last time up. Another take from Kakuza, 2-1. Bases loaded for the Irish. A late strike call from the home plate umpire. As that one catches the outside part of the plate.
Now, though, we've shown that we can put it down the middle. Then we swing at it.
2-2 in play, and it's going to get down into right center field for a base hit. Runners had to stay put, and the ball gets past Grotsky in right field. And now a little hold up here at third base. 2 runners are there. They're going to throw behind at second base. Got to watch the runner coming home. They throw home with it, and the tag is in time. Crazy play all around there as 2 runs come in to score for the Irish.
Could have been 3. A little bit of an unfortunate miscommunication there.
Number 10, Bella Mayer.
So Hughes gets thrown out at the plate. Kakuza is all the way at third base. There's 2 outs now. Notre Dame is a 4-2 lead.
Off the back of 3 walks that we let up is unfortunate. Unfortunate for the Ravens for sure.
So Isabella Mayer will get a chance to hit in the 4th. Puts this one now. It's going to be a foul ball as it hit her in the box. Crazy play that probably only should have been 1 run for the Irish. Ended up being 2. And then they end up running themselves into an out there.
Yeah, right?
As Kakuza comes all the way to third base.
A little sloppy. Everyone was a little lost for a second there.
One misses everything to Mayer. That really was not a hard hit ball off the bat of Kakuza.
No, all things considered, I was figuring it was coming back into the infield relatively soon, but still, though, just had some trouble with it.
Yeah, ball got down in front of Grotsky in right center field, and then ball gets passed. A couple of runs come in to score. That pitch misses outside. And the count runs full, I think, to Isabella Mayer. It's been all over the place here in this inning.
One way or another, there's been a lot of pitches, but...
And called strike 3 as Mayer takes that one for out number 3, but the damage is done for the Notre Dame Irish. A crazy play off the bat of Jenna Kakuza with the bases loaded brings in 2 for Notre Dame, and the Irish regain a 2-run lead halfway through things in this semifinal. It's 4-2 Notre Dame over Robbinsville.
Hi, I'm Merrill Riggs. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. $14.90 WBCB Levitan and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Bottom of the fourth, 4-2 lead for Notre Dame over Robbinsville. A couple of runs coming in to score for the Irish in the top half of the fourth. Jenica Kuza doing the damage. It was a blooper into right center field, and then it got past the outfielders of Robbinsville, and 2 runs came around to score for Notre Dame.
Now at the bottom of the fourth here, still a lot of ball left to play, but definitely reaching that halfway mark. A little past it now.
And the momentum certainly on Notre Dame's side now with the lead retaken, and Lexi Lopez, the pitcher for Robbinsville, struggling with her command in that top of the fourth.
Yeah, no, I'm worried I should just shut my mouth about the whole. Like I said something about how she was, cooling down, holding it down for a little bit, going to show that she was here to play, and then let up 3 walks. Now here we are.
Abby Weiss takes strike 3 for out number 1 as Pesh puts her down with her 4th strikeout of the day.
First baseman number 27, Aubrey Sager.
Aubrey Sager coming to bat now. This one off the end of the bat to right field, almost straight away for Riley Cunningham, and she makes the catch. Quickly a second out.
Put that one away real fast now.
The left fielder number 23, Caroline Kemper.
Caroline Kapfer will hit with 2 away. Kapfer popped out to short her first time up. She takes a big hack at the first pitch, misses everything. Strike 1.
Putting a quick end to this inning would be it would feel good for the Irish here. Can maintain a 2-run lead. Nobody on base right now, 2 outs. Just put it to bed here and now.
2-1 the count to Kapfer. And this one put in play down in left field, right in front of Kayla Delahanty. Delahanty keeps it in front of her though, and it one hops her off the shin. Or excuse me, that's Madalena Creo in left field. Delahanty's at third base. But a 2-out single off the bat of Kapfer, hard hit ball by the Ravens left fielder. And a quick chat now with Lucy Caruso for third base coach and co-head coach Dave Bain.
Trying to maybe sort out a plan of attack here.
Caruso popped out to second base to end the bottom of the second inning. Trying to keep things going for Robbinsville and maybe a 2-out rally in the bottom of the fourth. Takes the first pitch strike. Caruso struggling at the plate this year. She has just 7 hits and 47 at-bats. Hitting below 200. She puts a drive on this one to left field. Tracking back is Creo, and she makes the catch, twisting and turning. But able to make the play is Madalena Creo to retire the side in the bottom of the fourth. 2-out base runner for Robbinsville, but they can't get her in. Notre Dame leads the Robbinsville Ravens 4-2 as we head to the fifth on the WBCB Sports Network. The best team in Mercer County is the Mercer County Republican team supporting the student athletes in tonight's game. Your official candidates for the 14th District are Marty Flynn and Joe Stillwell for State Assembly, Shallyn Brown for County Clerk. For County Commissioner, it's A.J. DeFalco and Dan Hanley. And for Hamilton Township Council, vote for Sean Lucas, Rich Balagawan, and Noah Barnez. This is the team that supports the youth of Mercer County and hope that you enjoy tonight's game. Preceding paid for by Mercer County Republicans. Fifth inning of action, semifinal number 1 of the CVC softball tournament. 4-2 lead for Notre Dame over Robbinsville. Riley Cunningham leads things off for the Irish against Lexi Lopez, who ran into some trouble in that 4th inning after she retired 8 straight batters. It was 3 consecutive walks to put the bases loaded, and then Jenna Kakuza drove in a pair of runs to give Notre Dame this 4-2 lead.
A real feast or famine with the pitching there. Either riding high or bases are loaded.
Lopez battling back on a 2-0 count, makes it 2-2. And she's working quickly here. As that one misses outside, count runs full to Cunningham.
Pitch count even starting to rack up. After having, 7 batters in the in that first inning. Certainly not easy on the arm.
Yeah, Lopez has thrown a lot of pitches this season. She's came into today with 127 innings pitched with 140 for Robbinsville this year.
Wow.
And that one skips in front of the plate, ball 4. Another walk issued by Lopez as Cunningham is aboard with the leadoff base on balls.
Letting up that walk off a full count. No outs. A little worried we haven't managed to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, walks are never a good sign for a pitcher, but especially leading off an inning. And now this one skips in front of the plate again, gets past Ali. And taking off for second on the pass ball is Riley Cunningham. Another runner in scoring position for Notre Dame.
Way to see the opportunity there after the missed catch.
Louderback is 1 for 2. RBI double her first time up back in the first. She's ahead in the count 2-0. And another one misses low from Lexi Lopez.
Starting to slip here. It's been a lot of innings pitched over the course of this whole season, but I'm worried this might be the last inning of this game that Lopez is on the mound.
Talina Ali, the Robbinsville catcher, heading back out to the circle to try to calm down her pitcher. Lexi Lopez has been phenomenal all season long for Robbinsville, coming into this game with a 2.04 ERA. And that one poked past the third baseman, Abby Weiss, into left field for a base knock. They'll hold the runner up at third as Cunningham moves up. It's another hit for Addison Louderback, her second of the day. Runners on the corners now, nobody out for Notre Dame.
Left fielder number 34, Madalena Creel.
An engine to make it a second, actually.
And striding in there to second base is Louderback. So 2 in scoring position now for Madalena Creel.
And I know I said it bears a little bit of repetition. I am starting to see how that 11-run game may have come to pass.
Lopez continues to deliver these pitches low. And they're really not close, not testing the Irish. Not competitive pitches. Another one in the dirt.
With no outs, too, we are really just making no momentum on defense.
Lopez able to battle back with a strike there to make it 3-1. Cunningham at third, Louderback at second. As the Irish trying to extend their lead. That one off the end of the bat. Foul from Creo.
Opportunity for a strikeout here. First time in a while. Outside of that full count we saw at the start of the inning.
And she will get that strikeout. Good off-speed pitch by Lexi Lopez to retire Madalena Creo for the first out of the inning.
Maybe the start of something here. Find a way to shut it down. Leave these runners stranded. Ravens do not want to let up too much more.
The pitcher, Bianca Pesh, stepping in. A walker first time up. Grounded out back to the pitcher, Lopez. That led off the top of the fourth. That one back, and it's going to get past the shortstop, Amoroso. One run comes in to score, having trouble with it in left field is cap for her. That allows Louderback to come in, and 2-run score for Notre Dame as the Irish extend their lead to 6-2.
Pop up like that did not get too deep into the field there, but got deep enough.
Pesh helps herself as Notre Dame now with their largest lead of the day at 6-2. Still just one away in the top of the fifth. As the infield was in for Robbinsville, and that pop-up just out of the reach of the shortstop, Jules Amoroso. This one popped up on the right side, and it's going to get down foul. Grotsky, the right fielder, gave it a look.
Fouls out on the right side despite the wind there.
Granson Antozowicz, the catcher for Notre Dame. 1-1 the count's her, now 2-1. Ball gets past the catcher Ali, and a good read by Pesh as she strides into third safely. Couple of troubling innings continue for Lexi Lopez and Robbinsville.
It's not over yet here. It's only one out. And a runner on third now off the back of an unfortunate miscatch.
2-2, good take from Antozowicz as the count runs full. Fourth 3-ball count of the inning after she had 5 in the fourth, Lexi Lopez. That one off the end of the bat. Going to be a tough play for Lopez. Comes out of the circle and fires it down to first in time. Nice job by Lopez to field her position. And Antozowicz is retired for the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 9, Kayla Delahanty.
And now Kayla Delahanty will come to the plate with 2 away. If you're Robbinsville here and Lexi Lopez, you just got to put the beginning of this inning past you. And your biggest goal right now is keeping Pesha at third base and keeping this a 4-run game.
Put it down here and now, especially with a runner on third. 4-run lead. Last thing you want to see is 5-run lead at the end of this.
That one popped up out of play behind home plate from Delahanty. And Lopez ahead 0-2. Delahanty again staying alive. Notre Dame scoring in each of the last 2 innings. Holding a 4-run lead, trying to get Pesce in at third base to make it 7-2. Good take from Delahanty as the 0-2 misses high. Another good take on a close pitch from Delahanty.
Bold there. 2 strikes watching that come in.
She's out in front of that one, and it works for her as she pokes it into center field for a base knock. Coming in to score is Pesh. 3rd run of the inning for Notre Dame, and they extend their lead to 5.
Started sweating like that as that count got higher.
Kayla Delahanty with her 9th RBI of the season. They're able to get Pesh home.
well placed to get the job done there.
The inning continues now for Notre Dame as Anna Hughes steps to the plate. Frustration building for the Robbinsville Ravens and Lexi Lopez. This is not a position they've been in a lot this season.
Certainly rare form here.
Robbinsville coming into today with a 16-5 overall record, 8-2 against CVC teams.
Important to note, though, one of those two was the Irish.
Yeah, a 10-0 win for Notre Dame way back on April 8th, early in the season. This one popped up in fair territory. Lopez comes up, makes the catch out of the circle. And finally, the bleeding stops in the top of the fifth. But Notre Dame extends their lead. 5 runs in the last 2 innings, including a 3 spot in the top of the fifth. And the Irish take a 7-2 lead as we head to the middle of the 5th inning. Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community. Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford has it all. New and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks. Haldeman Ford has a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford services all makes and models and is known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. And coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford, here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. 7-2 lead for Notre Dame over Robbinsville. Bottom of the 5th inning. Thanks for joining us here on the WBCB Sports Network. Alongside Ethan Collins, I'm Andrew Myers. Brianne O'Neill, our video engineer today for the doubleheader. And about a half hour after this one, stick with us for semifinal number 2 as the top-seeded Steiner Spartans will take on the 4-seed Heightstown Rams right here at Armstrong Park.
Excited to see that. I've seen those Spartans play before. They well earned that number 1 seed, but that doesn't take anything away from these two teams here. More than capable of putting up a fight against any of the other high seeds there.
Jules Amoroso, the leadoff hitter for Robbinsville, puts this one into play in right field, and it's caught by Riley Cunningham for the out.
The second baseman, number 2, Katie Murphy.
You also have the CVC baseball semifinals live tonight on WBCB Sports Network. Those games being played over at Mercer County Park. Or excuse me, Veterans Park, as that one hits to the right side of the infield, and Isabella Mayer makes the play for the out. Veterans Park, not Mercer County Park, for the CVC baseball semis, and they'll have their final tomorrow as well at Trenton Thunderball Park. Plenty of action in CVC baseball, and we'll have it all for you right here on the WBCB Sports Network.
No, not a bad way to start your week, you know.
Yeah, well, these games are supposed to be played on Friday, but all the rain from last week really washing a ton of stuff away as that one poked into left field. Hard hit ball for Talene Ali, and she gets a 2-out single for Robbinsville.
Reminiscent of the last inning there, but
Number 3, Lexi Lopez.
only other thing that I remember about the last inning was how quickly it ended. As soon as we started to see some fight get put up, out comes in. Everybody walks back to the dugouts, and we reset.
1-2 away for Lexi Lopez. Robbinsville pitcher, she's 2 for 2 at the plate with 2 RBI doubles. But she struggled in the circle in the last couple of innings. Lopez ahead in the count, 2-0. Pesh delivers. And another one misses.
Three balls here, though. Starting to look a little different.
Taking all the way is Lopez as that one's fired in there for a strike from Pesh. 3-1 the count.
Every at-bat Lexi Lopez has had has been a real bombshell, but got to see if we can keep that theme going, or if this full count is gonna go the way of the Irish here.
Deepest at-bat of the day for Lexi Lopez. She saw just 2 pitches in her first at-bat, 4 in her second, and now pitch number 6 of this at-bat in the bottom of the 5th. About to come off the right hand of Bianca Pesh. 3-2 count. 1 on, 2 away in the bottom of the 5th. Pesh delivers. Misses low, ball 4.
It's an important walk right there, even with 2 outs.
Right fielder number 24, Jordan Grodzki.
Jordan Grodzki will try to keep things going for Robbinsville now.
You know, in something like a 5-run lead, not often you get to close that gap all in one inning, right? So you got to take what you can find here.
First pitch swinging and a base knock in the left field for Jordan Grodzki. 1 run will come in to score, and possibly a second as the ball gets past Creo in left field and goes all the way to the fence. Racing around from first base is Izzy Gann, who came in to pinch run. And a huge 2-out knock off the bat of Jordan Grodzki puts Robbinsville back in, and it's 7-4.
Only 3 runs away now. And someone in scoring position. It's not like it's over yet, even with 2 outs. That's what you're looking for there. Very big rally from the Ravens.
Some of these hard-hit balls have been giving outfielders trouble today, as another one gets past an Irish outfielder and gets to the fence. First pitch swinging is Abby Weiss, and she misses everything for strike 1. 7-4 lead now for Notre Dame. And Robbinsville still threatening in the bottom of the 5th. This one poked, and it's going to get down into right field for a base knock. They'll hold up Grodzki at third as the Irish are able to get it in quickly. And it's 4 straight batters reaching base safely for Robbinsville as the 2-out rally continues.
First baseman number 27, Aubrey Sager.
Just goes to show, you're never out. Never out in a ball game. Got all these innings left to play. Potential to turn this into only a 2-run lead.
And trying to get first base number 4, Lily Sasaki.
And you can't count out this Robbinsville team. Came into this game red hot, winning their last 4 games. And they're averaging 6.75 runs during that streak. They've scored at least 5 runs in all 4 of those games.
Starting to get back to that number, too.
Yeah,
He's in our 4 runs right now.
1 shy of tying it as Aubrey Sager comes to the plate now with runners on the corners. Sager, a pop-up. It's going to be playable right along the third base line, and tracking back to make the catch is Kayla Delahanty to retire the side. Robbinsville strands a pair, but they're able to bring 2 runs across with 2 away in the bottom of the 5th to cut the lead down to 3. It's 7-4 Notre Dame as we head to the top of the 6th inning right here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, President of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Thunder Baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com, or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Sixth inning between Notre Dame and Robbinsville. Colonial Valley Conference softball semifinal number 1. Robbinsville just creeping back into it. They trailed by 5 in the bottom half of the 5th, but scored 2 runs with 2 outs to cut the lead down to 3. And Lexi Lopez back out there after she was brilliant through the first 3 innings. Had a stretch of 8 straight batters retired, but then she really got touched up by the Irish in the last 2 innings. 2 runs came across the score in the 4th for Notre Dame, 3 more in the 5th. Handful of walks for Lopez as well. And now the Robbinsville pitcher trying to battle back.
Count is full now, but maybe the 2-out rally last inning sort of repaired the mental here of Lexi Lopez.
This one popped up, going to get out of play behind the Robbinsville dugout on the first base side. Count is full to Jenna Kakuza. Kakuza did the damage back in the 4th inning. Poking a ball in play, a blooper to right center field that ended up scoring a pair of runs. Won't do anything here, though, as she swings through that pitch for strike 3. And Kakuza is retired for the first down of the inning. 4th strikeout of the day for Lexi Lopez.
Second baseman number 10, Bella Mayer.
Do you think it's safe?
Lineup flips back to the top for Notre Dame is Isabella Mayer. She's 1 for 3 today, is Mayer, from the leadoff spot. She swung at the first pitch of the game for a leadoff single, and then she struck out her last 2 times up. (2-0) off the end of the bat, foul from Mayer. Isabella Mayer, a heck of a leadoff hitter for Notre Dame. She came into this game with a .356 batting average. She's ahead in the count, 3-1. Mayer drawing only 1 walk so far this season. She won't get one here. As that one into play on the right side of the infield, and it eats up the second baseman, Katie Murphy. Legging it out down the line is Isabella Mayer. And it's a 1-out base runner for Notre Dame.
Is this supposed to be in this?
Fielder number 22, Riley Cunningham.
I think you got to put that down as an error for Katie Murphy at second base. She'll want to have that one back. And now with the runner on, Riley Cunningham coming to bat. Cunningham led off the top of the 5th inning with a walk. 1 of 3 runs to come around to score for the Irish. Cunningham behind the count, 0-2. Puts this one in play. Fly ball, left center field, tracking in. Not getting to the spot is Canuso as it drops in front. Base knock for Riley Cunningham, her first of the day.
Couple singles coming in. It's going to spell trouble here. Can't really afford to be letting up too terribly much at this 6th inning right now.
2 on, 1 away for Addison Louderback. She's 2 for 3 today. She takes a big hack at the first pitch, misses for strike 1. The count to Louderback. We mentioned Robbinsville's hot streak coming in today. 4 straight wins for the Ravens. Well, it's pretty much the opposite for the Irish as that one gets off the glove of Talene Ali, goes to the backstop. Both runners will advance. As Mayer at third base now, Cunningham at second. 2 in scoring position for Addison Louderback. And Notre Dame, before that quarterfinal win against the West Windsor Plainsboro United squad, had lost 5 straight games. A couple of those losses were against CVC teams, Steinert and Ewing. But the Irish, certainly a program that you cannot count out. And they're showing it here in the semifinal of the CVC tournament. 6 outs away from clinching a spot in the finals. Another walk issued by Lexi Lopez. Bases now loaded with 1 away. And Manalina Creo coming to bat.
Yeah, absolutely. With chips are on the table here, it shows Irish, they're coming to play. Brief moment here.
Number 34, Manalina Creo.
Creo 1 for 3 today. Had an RBI double back in the first inning. And the Irish left fielder trying to do a little more damage and really open things up here with a 3-run game.
Yeah, I'm starting to get shades of that 4th inning again. These bases getting all stacked up like this.
Creo takes high. It's a 2-0 count.
Walks coming in too. Starting to a little concerning. Oh,
This one, another diving stop. A great play at short by Jules Amoroso. They'll just get the 1 out at third base. A run comes in to score. Another web gem, though, at shortstop for Robbinsville's Jules Amoroso, as that certainly would have scored 2 runs on that play had she not kept it in. And she trades it for an out, and 1 run comes in.
and massive work to turn that around there.
So Cunningham was thrown out at third base. Mayer came in to score. It's now 8-4. And this one poked down the left field line. It's going to get in for a base knock. Rounding and coming to score is Louderback. And it's now 9-4 Notre Dame as it's an RBI single off the bat of Bianca Pesch.
Scoreboard seems to be having a little bit of trouble with that. I don't know if they missed the previous run or something.
Yeah, scoreboard has his 8-4. It's definitely 9-4.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, we'd have a, one of our runners would have gone missing. Either that or the inning would have ended.
And that one poked into left field for another base knock. Racing around third is Creo. She will come in to score, and the Irish have broken things open. It's now 10-4 Notre Dame.
Hitting that double digits mark now. This late game, unfortunately, just not quite able to keep it together. This is the Ravens. They gotta find this one out so they can, get their chance to battle back. But again, we gotta find it, And it really does feel like a snowball effect, right? And ball keeps rolling too.
To second base for the out as Murphy's able to secure it. And that'll do it for Notre Dame in the top of the sixth inning. The Irish adding 3 runs to make it 10-4 as we head to the bottom of the sixth inning. Stick with us on the WBCB Sports Network.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Today's game brought to you by Jammer Doors and Windows. Jammer Doors and Windows is a 4th-generation local family-owned business since 1920, offering Rainer garage doors and openers, the finest garage doors and openers. Jammer also carries entry doors, patio doors, and windows, sales, service, and installation. And Jammer Doors and Windows does their own installation using no subcontractors, which means fairer prices and more pride in their work, both residential and commercial sales and service. Visit Jammer Doors and Windows at their showroom at 2850 Brunswick Avenue, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville, and their Yardley showroom in the Gristmill at 10 North Main Street is open by appointment. Call 215-493-7709. 10-4 lead for Notre Dame over Robbinsville, bottom of the 6th inning here in the CVC tournament semifinals.
Yeah, Irish really have been running away with it here. And Pej is looking no worse for wear, by the way. Here at the bottom of the 6th. She's managed to keep these innings rather short.
2-1 popped up, heads up. Right near the stands here. Thankfully misses everybody.
Yeah, someone almost walked home with that one. I don't think they let you do that, right? You got to throw it back like this, or do you actually get to?
I'm not sure the NJSIAA budget here for softball. So, what a play in left field! Diving catch by Madalena Creo. She's had a couple of tough plays out there in left, but saving and robbing Caroline Kapfer of extra bases. What a play by the Irish left fielder.
Center fielder number 13, Lucy Canuso.
Way to be there. Able to find it easy.
Not a lot of time for her to react. And she read it perfectly and dives head first. Able to make the catch and rob Kapfer of a base knock.
Please return all foul balls to the dugout.
And there's your answer,
There's
Ethan.
the
Please
answer.
return all foul balls to the dugout. So even if you make a spectacular catch here with a newborn baby in your hand,
Yeah, right?
you can't keep the ball. Oh, and 2 the count now to Lucy Canuso as the out's starting to dwindle away from Robbinsville. That one off the end of the bat, foul. Notre Dame with 8 runs scored in the last 3 innings.
It seems like when it rains, it pours, man. I mean, we learned that a couple days ago for sure, but
0-2, fighting that one off and poking it into left field for a base knock is Lucy Canuso. She swung at that pitch way out of the zone up top, but was able to pull it enough to get it past the shortstop Kakuza into left field.
and whatever gets the job done, right?
Certainly Robbinsville will take anything right now with the scoreline that they're facing, the deficit that they're down by, 10-4.
In no position to negotiate.
Lineup back to the top for Robbinsville as the leadoff hitter Jules Amoroso steps in. Amoroso swings at the first pitch. Fly ball into right center field. A long run and making the catch is Addison Louderback. Good communication between her and Riley Cunningham in right. It's Louderback, the center fielder, making the catch to retire Amoroso. 2 away.
Number 2, Katie Murphy.
2 outs now. Last inning was a 2-out rally. Let's see if we can't match that. Gonna need to be a bit of a miracle rally, though.
Katie Murphy up the bat with 2 away. Lucy Canuso aboard at first. This one popped up again close to us, right behind. Everybody with their heads on swivels now here down the third base line.
I gotta lean out of the way a little bit for that one. They're all headed this way now.
The 0-2 from Pesh will do it again as Murphy stays alive. Katie Murphy 0 for 3 today from the 2 spot. Trying to break her over and keep this 6th inning alive. Pitch taken low, 1-2 the count.
Again, every opportunity counts here.
1-2, fly ball down the left field line. It's going to hook foul. Creo gave it a good look, but couldn't get to the spot.
They do tend to be finding their way down this line here pretty frequently, all things considered.
Yeah, Robbinsville, for the most part today, has been early on their swings against Bianca Pesch. A lot of fly balls and foul balls right behind home plate. A couple hot shots down the line as well. Count even at 2 against Katie Murphy. Bianca Pesch winds up and delivers. Pitch misses outside. Good take from Murphy. And the count runs full.
Not going down without a fight. That's for sure. Scoreboard looks unfortunate, but it's been nothing for free right now.
Another one, hot shot down the third base line, is going to bounce foul.
Been a lot of pitches at this at-bat here.
9th pitch of the at-bat coming from Bianca Pesch. 3-2 again out in front of it, but able to stay alive as Murphy. She just gets a piece of it.
Yeah, you just barely heard that. Staying alive by the skin of our teeth here.
Pitch number 10 coming from Pesch. Trying to strand a runner at first. And the inning will continue as that pitch misses low. Good take from Murphy.
After all that, winds up being a walk. Good eye there.
Just the 3rd walk issued by Bianca Pesch today. Talene Ali will get a chance to hit with 2 away. Ali with a pair of hits today. 2 for 3 from the free spot in the lineup. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it down the third base line.
I mean, it has been just such strong pitching, though, from Pesch all day today.
Good take from Ali. Count runs even at 1-1. Yeah, Pesch just 4 strikeouts today, so Robbinsville's been putting the ball in play a lot, but really not a ton of hard hit balls from the Ravens.
That's true. That's really where a lot of this mileage is being found right now. The fielding from the Irish here has been great. I mean, that outfield, you saw that diving play earlier. Outfield has been on point.
Madalena Creo having a diving catch in left field to lead things off in this inning. Two balls, 2 strikes the count to Talene Ali. 2 away in the bottom of the 6th. Pesch delivers. Check swing. Ball called. Will they appeal? They will down the third base line. Going to be tough for the third base umpire to see that one. And
yeah.
The first base umpire heading over behind second base with 2 on. Really tough for either of those guys to see that one. So
exactly. Home base ump doesn't see it. I mean, who does?
Count runs full to Ali. This one popped up right side. Coming in on it and making the catch is the right fielder Riley Cunningham to retire the side. Pair of base runners stranded for Robbinsville, and they still trail this one 10-4 as we head to the 7th inning here on the WBCB Sports Network. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. The best team in Mercer County is the Mercer County Republican team, supporting the student athletes in tonight's game. Your official candidates for the 14th District are Marty Flynn and Joe Stillwell for State Assembly, Shaolin Brown for County Clerk. For County Commissioners, it's A.J. DeFalco and Dan Hanley. And for Hamilton Township Council, vote for Sean Lucas, Rich Balgawan, and Noah Barnez. This is the team that supports the youth of Mercer County, and they hope that you enjoy tonight's game, paid for by Mercer County Republicans. And Thunder Baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com or call 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, Tuesdays kids eat free, Wednesday dollar dog nights, Thirsty Thursdays, and pork roll Fridays throughout the summer. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. To the 7th inning we go here at Armstrong Park. 10-4 lead for Notre Dame over Robbinsville. Alongside Ethan Collins and our video engineer, Brianne O'Neill, I'm Andrew Myers. Thanks for joining us here on the WBCB Sports Network.
These pitches going rather low. We were seeing it earlier. You got to imagine we're do or die now for the Ravens. We need to see some strong defense.
Hot shot to third off the glove of the third baseman Weiss. And a throw over to first, not in time from the shortstop Amoroso. And Hughes gets aboard. It's Hughes, Kakuza, and Mayer, the 8-9 one-hitters, due up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that batting lineup rotating around might spell trouble.
Running at first base for Hughes, number 6, Lindy Sakax.
Lindy Sakax, the freshman, going to get a chance to run here. Kakuza showing bunt. Notre Dame still playing small ball here, up 6. Good play by Lopez as she fields that one along the first base line and fires a strike to first in time to retire Kakuza. But job done by Kakuza as Sakax advanced to second.
Second baseman, number 10.
Definitely interesting to see the bunt play there with a 6-run lead. Hey, you know, you take what you can get where you can get it, even when you never let up, right?
And especially with the top of the order up now, leadoff hitter Isabella Mayer at the plate. Why not try to get a runner in scoring position here, trade a run for an out, or excuse me, trade a advancing of the runner for an out.
Yeah, right, and getting to that higher part of the batting order here. We got some real damage dealers coming in.
Mayer 1 for 3. She did reach base on an error her last time up. Takes that one high. 2-1 the count.
Starting to see shades of some of these earlier situations here.
3-1 count in there for a strike. The count runs full for Lexi Lopez against Isabella Mayer. Lopez trying to battle through, get these last couple of outs here. And take it, ball 4. Good take by Mayer.
That's how all these innings have started here is, you know, someone gets the second and another walk comes in. 2 on base, and it just continues to snowball, man.
2 on for Riley Cunningham. 1 away in the top of the 7th. Robbinsville will have the middle 3 in the order, due up in the bottom half of the 7th. Lexi Lopez, Jordan Grodzki, and Abby Weiss. And they're hoping to keep it at a 6-run deficit. 1-1 taken from Cunningham. Cunningham's reached base safely twice today. A walk in the 5th, single in the 6th. Up to bat for the 3rd consecutive inning. She takes another one high.
These at-bats running long, these counts. Spelling trouble, man. We are deep in the inning. Or deep in the game here.
3-1 fouled back by Cunningham, and it's the 2nd straight full count for Lexi Lopez in the circle. Jules Amoroso, the Ravens shortstop, giving a quick pep talk to Lopez. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. And she gets Cunningham down for strike. And 2nd out of the inning via the strikeout.
Fortunate there, because that ball looked like it went a little low. I was worried if she didn't take. Might have been another bases loaded scenario.
Lopez able to get Cunningham to chase, and now 2 away for Addison Louderback. Louderback fouls out 1 away. monster day for Addison Louderback. She's 2 for 3. She's scored 3 times. RBI double way back in the first. Got the scoring going for Notre Dame.
Yeah, just a remarkable performance from a lot of that Irish batting lineup today.
Notre Dame matching their 10-run total from the regular season matchup against Robbinsville. This one popped up, shallow infield, or deep in the infield, I should say, and tracking back to make the catch is Katie Murphy, the second baseman, for out number 3, and that'll do it for Notre Dame in the top of the 7th. The Irish 3 outs away from a spot in the Colonial Valley Conference Final. See if they can grab those last 3 outs on the other side of this break here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, President of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community, Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford services all makes and models and is known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. And coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Bottom of the 7th inning, last chance for Robbinsville to keep their CVC tournament hopes alive. They trail it 10-4 against the 3rd-seeded Notre Dame Irish.
And managed to put away the top of the 7th here.
Pop up right side of the infield, backing out to make the catch is the second baseman Isabella Mayer. And the leadoff hitter Lopez is retired.
Definitely an unfortunate way for that to go, but still. Top of the 7th, letting up no runs. What you need to see if you're really going to make this comeback here, but it is a long road ahead of us.
Jordan Grodsky up to bat now. Grodsky 1 for 3 today. She did drive in a run back in the 5th inning. This one poked into shallow right center field, and nobody's going to get to it as it drops in between a trio of players for Notre Dame. Second hit of the day for Grodsky. And that hit by Grodsky back in the 5th with 2 away made it a 7-4 game. Robbinsville kind of getting back into it after they were down 7-2. But then Notre Dame grabbing 3 more runs in the 6th inning. They scored 8 total runs in the 4th, 5th, and 6th after their 2 runs in the top of the 1st inning.
The ball comes our way here. If I had known it was going to be like this, I would have brought a net.
Gotta be like the MLB here with the netting down all the way down the line.
Exactly.
One count to Abby Weiss. 6-run deficit for Robbinsville. Fouls that one back for strike number 2.
Got to fight back here. 1 out.
This one shot down the left field line, in for a base hit. Picked up by the left fielder, Madalena Creo. Back-to-back singles for Grodsky and Weiss. And there's 2 on with 1 away as Aubrey Sager comes to bat.
Signs of life here. They're faint, but they're there. Where there's a will, there's a way.
you're down 6 and 2 outs to work with, you got to get runners on base, and that's what Robbinsville's trying to do. And they're going to get another one here as that one's back up the middle. Base knock, 3 straight hits for the Ravens. So everybody will move up. Grodzki held up at third base. And the bases are loaded for Robbinsville as Caroline Kapferher is coming to bat.
First time they've gotten the bases loaded is Robbinsville right now. And Pesh just does such a great job of shutting down these innings. Everything has been like 1 or 2 runners on base, but largely not too terribly much. Now, though, first time, long time, got an opportunity.
Kapferher swings at the first pitch. That gets down in front of the right fielder, Cunningham. 1 run comes in to score. Everybody moves stations. It's 10-5 now as Robbinsville starting to creep back in.
Off the back of these singles here, it's getting rather consistent, actually.
3 of these 4 singles coming on the first pitch of the at-bat.
The bases stay stacked, too.
Yep, Weiss at third, Sager at second, Kapferher at first, and Lucy Canuso, the 9-hole hitter, up to bat. She swings to the first pitch. Pop-up on the left side, infield fly rule is called. Catch made by Jenna Kakuza, the shortstop anyway. And that's a big out number 2 for Notre Dame.
Yeah, potentially able to shut this down here and now. Trying to stomp out that last little bit of hope.
Leadoff hitter Jules Amoroso. Potentially the last chance for Robbinsville. Bases loaded, 2 away in the bottom of the 7th. 10-5 lead for Notre Dame. Amoroso takes the first pitch strike. She's flown out her last 2 times up. Fouls that one back for strike 2. And the Irish a strike away from a spot in the CVC finals.
It's the hardest this pressure has been on this whole game right here, right now. All off the back of this at-bat right here.
Pesh, ready, delivers the 0-2. Popped up, we'll do it again as it's out of play.
Not afraid to swing right now. I'm good, hoping that this is a sign that somebody's got a beat on the way this ball is moving.
0-2 again from Pesh, and we'll do it again as that one is turned on way early from Amoroso down the third baseline foul. Notre Dame has dominated Robbinsville over the last couple of years. They're 7-1 against the Ravens since 2021, looking to make it an 8-1 mark. That one just misses outside. Good take from Jules Amoroso. As a collective groan comes out from the third base side. Notre Dame supporters and the players in the dugout.
Yeah, all trying to see this one get put down here and now.
1-2 again ahead of it is Amoroso, but she stays alive.
Count's running up. It's not like it's getting any easier.
Pesh fires the ball into her mitt, gets her sign. The righty delivers. 1-2, left side. Oh, a wicked hop gets over Kakuza's head into left field. Another run comes in to score as Weiss crosses home plate. RBI single for Amoroso, and now the tying run coming to the plate for Robbinsville.
Inch by inch right now. 4-run lead. One or two at-bats here could even this up here. Getting a very different understanding of this ball game right now. Ravens showing they never say die.
Katie Murphy at the plate for the 5th time today. She is hitless. A walker last time up, 0 for 3 before that. But she's in the 2 spot in the lineup. 276 hitter coming into today's game. This one put into play. Past the diving shortstop Kakuza. 1 run comes in to score. Kapferher rounds third. She comes in to score. It's a 10-8 ball game, and Robbinsville has the winning run coming to the plate.
Something must have changed out there, man. I don't know what it was, but all of a sudden now, the very idea that the Irish might be looking at a much closer ball game than they had initially hoped. I was wondering if somebody got complacent.
Katie Murphy, who was 0 for 3 with a walk today, drives in a pair, and the tying run, she represents it at first base. This one put into play, right field, caught by the right fielder Riley Cunningham. Notre Dame survives the 7th inning scare, and the Irish move on to the Colonial Valley Conference Softball Championship.
Can't be too upset about that. Put on a show at the end, for sure.
Unbelievable bottom of the 7th inning. As Robbinsville enters the inning down 6, they bring the winning run to the plate. They bat around in the bottom of the 7th, but Notre Dame hangs on for a 10-8 victory. And the Irish will return here to Armstrong Park tomorrow night for a chance to win the inaugural Colonial Valley Conference Championship. And they await the winner of the number 1 seeded Steiner and number 4 seed Hightstown Rams. As semifinal number 2 coming up right here on the WBCB Sports Network. For our video engineer, Brianne O'Neill, and our color commentator and cameraman, Ethan Collins, I'm Andrew Myers, signing off for game number 1 here at Armstrong Park. Come back in about a half hour for first pitch of game number 2, the CVC semifinal. We'll see who Notre Dame is going to take on in tomorrow's championship. It's Steiner and Hightstown coming up in a half hour right here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology